The massive industrial empires of the early 20th century were not built by solitary geniuses working in isolation. The railroads, the steel mills, and the manufacturing monopolies were the results of strategic alliances designed to solve problems at an enormous scale. At the center of these achievements was a specific psychological principle known as the mastermind. Used by men like Henry Ford, it is defined as the coordination of knowledge and effort between two or more people, working toward a definite purpose in a spirit of perfect harmony. This process relies on a theory of mental chemistry. Just as the combination of two atoms of hydrogen and one of oxygen creates water, a substance entirely different from the elements that formed it, the contact between two or more minds creates an invisible third mind. This temporary collective intelligence exists only as long as the alliance remains harmonious. Today, we are going to look at the exact blueprint used by these industrialists. We will cover the specific steps to construct, structure, and run your own mastermind group. Passive goal setting is often insufficient for achieving massive scale. To multiply your brain power, you have to actively engineer a mechanism that allows you to tap into the specialized knowledge and energy of others. Step 1 is the establishment of your definite chief aim. Before you invite a single person to join your group, you must define exactly what objective you are pursuing. This distinguishes a mastermind from a casual social club. A mastermind requires a singular, shared focal point. Without a concrete objective, there is no foundation for the minds to blend. Step 2 is drafting a roster. Your group should consist between 2 and 7 specific individuals. Keeping the group small ensures that every member remains engaged and accountable. You are looking for people who possess diverse technical skills, but whose personalities are perfectly aligned with yours. The goal is to have multiple perspectives backed by a unified mindset. When synchronized, the right people function as a powerful unit. Candidates must pass a checklist. They must be trustworthy, highly driven, and harmonious. They warned, introducing one ego-driven person will disintegrate the chemistry. The moment friction enters, the mastermind loses its effectiveness. Protecting the harmony of the group is more important than any single member's individual talent or resume. You are building a collective intelligence, not a collection of competing egos. Step 3 is establishing your operating mechanics. You must commit to a rigid, recurring meeting schedule. A weekly cadence is often the most effective for maintaining momentum. Think of the human brain as an electric battery. In isolation, it eventually exhausts its energy into depleted vitality. Connecting multiple brains to a single purpose recharges everyone involved. Aligning several minds toward one aim steps up the total power output available to the group. We can see this in the historical case of a group of automobile salesmen. By meeting for a 90-minute lunch every week, they used this principle to recharge their individual efforts. Their mechanics were specific. They shared one new idea each and held each other accountable for selling at least one car every week. Their individual success grew directly from the group's shared energy. This leads to step 4, the give and take rule. During the meeting, members must submerge their personal interests and focus entirely on the common objective. When this harmony is achieved, members often report the arrival of ideas from outside their own conscious reflection. This is the indicator that the group has tapped into the mastermind, receiving organized plans that were previously inaccessible to them. This surge in creative intelligence is the intended result of the process. Consistency in your schedule and the suppression of the ego are the mechanical triggers that activate the group's collective genius. Step 5 is the movement into action. The ideas generated within the harmony of your mastermind must be transitioned into immediate physical execution. Consider Henry Ford's approach to business. He proved that a mastermind can overcome a lack of formal education by surrounding himself with highly specialized minds. During a famous libel trial, Ford explained that he didn't need to memorize technical facts because he had a row of buttons on his desk. By pressing the right one, he could summon an expert who could provide any answer he needed. Your mastermind group serves as your own personal row of buttons. You are no longer limited by what you personally know, but by the collective knowledge you can summon through your alliance. Knowledge translates into economic power only when it is organized into a practical plan of action. Wealth follows those who can lead a harmonious group to execute those plans with precision. You now have the full framework. Define your chief aim, draft your roster, set a rigid schedule, and enforce the rules of harmony. Implementing this blueprint, you no longer operate with the limited capacity of a solitary brain. You've engineered a system that multiplies your intelligence and energy. This is the same operational strategy used by figures like Thomas Edison and Harvey Firestone to dominate their respective fields and build lasting legacies. Look at your potential roster right now. Select one person, send them a message, and schedule your first meeting. The Mastermind is a tool that only works once you put it into motion.